The first time I stepped onto the terrace, wow, everything just stopped for me. Living in the city, everything goes by so fast. In the city, you go from one destination to another. But at that moment, when I was up there on the terrace, I realized there was nowhere else that I needed to be. Nothing else I needed to be doing. That moment right there was exactly what I was meant to be doing. I didn't need anything at all. I just had a moment to appreciate just being. After 2 grueling uphill days, I was so spent, I didn't think that anything could be worth what I had just done. And then I reached the final peak, and the wind was everywhere, and I stood up there, even though I was above everything around me. I realized how completely insignificant I am, and it was a relief, because humans try to put so much on themselves. They try to control so much. But then you have to take a moment to realize that we really don't have any control over anything but ourselves. We can't try to control anything else. We can't try to control anyone else. Because in the end, everything is up to you. When I saw that woman hit her child, I was furious. The anger was boiling right up to my nose. And then afterwards, when I went home, I took a breath and I realized that this is what she learned. How can I expect other people to follow my rules when I'm so passionate about my own and I'm not willing to do that for anyone else? On the other end of the argument, there is someone just as passionately against me as I am to them. I think the first step to making any sort of agreement on anything is realizing you have to tolerate it. There was one night on this trip when everything was bad. I felt so hopeless. I felt like I'd done everything completely wrong and nothing was going to work out. Then I fell asleep and I woke up in the morning and I realized that everything was going to be alright. And then that made me think, so is there a God or a guardian angel looking out for me? And then I thought, so what is God? Is he a character or an abstract thought? I spent hours thinking about this. And then I thought to myself, well, a God is anything anyone needs it to be. Whether there is a God or not, everything will end up alright. Life continues and everything has its end. So whether fate or God or guardian angels, whether they exist or not, time will go on. The moment that Shijo started to feel like home was one morning when we were all sitting around the breakfast table and we were eating pancakes and muffins and playing Jack Johnson music, and everything sort of came together. But Shijo didn't change. Young Joren didn't change. I did. I think that a place doesn't have to change for you to feel at home. It's a state of mind. For some people that I've met on this trip, that feeling of home comes when they pray or when they feel connected to God. I think that if I became a religious follower, I would get stuck in the stories that people tell about what happened to Jesus and Buddha, and I think that is what happened. Now I realize that it's not really what it's about. It's about a state of mind. Spirituality is about feeling supported and comforted and loved and feeling a sense of home.